Don't go anywhere. Guys up next.
Hey everybody, and welcome back in. My name is Guy. This hour is called Tech Talk. I love when we do shows, electronic shows, where we don't have a ton of items because we get to actually spend some time on each individual one. We have 3 items in the show, and we're gonna get to our Fix Me Stick in just a sec, but I had to show our feature item today, which is the Surface Go 2, Microsoft's top-of-the-line 2-in-1 tablet. So let me just tell you about this thing, okay? Really quickly, it is awesome, all right? It is an official 2-in-1. You can remove the keyboard or the tablet from the keyboard at any time, but this could be the last computer you ever need to buy. It has everything, all right? It's all Intel inside, top of the line, all the best brands, Microsoft, Intel, Windows 10, S Mode, no viruses. So if you're looking for probably the last computer / tablet that you ever need, this is it. We put Office in there for a year. It's extreme 2-in-1 versatility. You can take the tablet off at any time. This keyboard is a velvetized keyboard, full-size keyboard, backlit keys. I mean, this thing is ridiculous, okay? If you look down there, our 2 prices today, if you want to get the 64 gig, it's $669. If you want to get the 128, it's $819. We have VIP financing, so for the 64 gig, you can get it home for what, about $55, $56 a month, and you will have this, the most portable, wonderful computing experience you will ever have. I've been looking at this one seriously for the last 2 weeks because I have an old MacBook, but I'm like, man, I want to get this thing. It is so super cool. So if you'd like to pre-order it, I don't have a lot of these, Andre, right? I have a handful. I think I've got just a couple of hundred total in both styles. So if you want to get it, grab it. And it's feature priced, $180 off if you get the 64, $210 off if you get the 128. All right, so we're gonna get you started here. A lot of you out there have a laptop computer, or you have a MacBook computer, whatever, and maybe it started to slow down. Maybe your boot up times and all that stuff are just kind of trickling through. You wake up in the morning, you're sitting there, you go make coffee while your computer revs up. Well, Fix Me Stick is totally different from any type of antivirus. Antivirus basically compartmentalizes all the bad stuff. In other words, it quarantines it, it puts it in a little place, but it still lives on your computer. So Shannon's over here. You know, let me tell you something. You look beautiful before you came in, but with that tablet, you look even more beautiful.
It is up to my game, right there.
Do you believe how thick? Look at that thing. It weighs a couple of pounds.
Yeah. You know how many tablets I've got at home?
How many?
A bunch. You know how many I want?
I
One.
know. It's pretty funny, but everybody
awesome.
everybody that works here wants this tablet. And today, now that it's kind of on sale, a lot of us are probably going to pull the trigger and grab it. So.
You may not have one later when you're going to share it with everybody.
Why are you buying them all?
I'm just going to grab.
You're going to steal that one.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for letting me hop in.
Thanks for coming. I kind of crept on her show, but I didn't want to go out there because, you know, it's
panties.
Panties and bras, and I didn't feel like that was the right thing to do. But anyway, I'm glad I got to see your beautiful face.
All right, bye.
Have a great Sunday. So anyway, let's get back to it. So maybe you've got a MacBook or a PC. We are the only ones that carry the Fix Me Stick Gold for both. All right, so you can utilize this for both. So maybe you're a mixed household, you got some that have a Mac, some that have a PC, you can use it on both. So as I was saying, you know, regular antivirus, basically, it takes a virus or malware, Trojan, whatever it is, and it kind of puts it in a little ball and it hides it in your computer, which means it's still in there. What Fix Me Sticks does, it's a deep clean. It doesn't take 10 minutes, it doesn't take 30 minutes, it takes a few hours. You plug it in at night, and you can use it over and over and over, all right, lifetime. All right, you never have to replace it again. All right, you use it over and over on that computer. But what it does is it actually removes those things. It takes them out, which I like. I don't want something living inside me. It takes it out so you don't have to deal with it. What will happen is you will find your computer is faster. You get improved performance across the board. You'll get that old computer back. Our value at $39.99 is fantastic, okay? And remember, you can utilize this on either a PC or a Mac. It'll get rid of the malware, the Trojans, the spyware, the viruses, all the things that are bothering you, and it's not a quick fix. This is not flossing your teeth. This is going to the dentist and getting a full-out industrial cleaning. So the price is great. You can see right here, everything that it's gonna get rid of. We do a 90-day return policy right now because of everything we're going through. We extended it from 30 to 90. I think this is a brilliant purchase for you to pick up and try it on your existing computer or Mac. If it doesn't do what we said it's going to do, which is make it faster, because nobody wants to wait. I hate that my old computer that I used to have would take forever and ever. I got Fix Me Stick. It's like a different computer. The item number is 691469. Do we have Joe Harrison standing by? Where's Joe? Here comes Joe. Joe Harrison is our tech expert, and he knows a lot about Fix Me Stick. He's the guy that brought it to us, Joe. Joe, I love this value for only $39, and I love that we're the only ones you can get it for both computers. So if you got a Mac, if you got a PC, you're good to go.
And you're right. When we first launched Fix Me Stick back in 2014, it was for 2 computers at twice the price.
Right.
And now this is actually good for 3 different devices. 3 PCs, 3 Macs, 1 Mac, 2 PCs, whatever your family combination is. Like, we have a blended household. My wife has a Mac. Me and the kids, we have PCs. And Fix Me Stick still works for us. And it's not just a thing that you would want to have. It absolutely is a necessity. And the reason why, every single day, there are about 300,000 new viruses that come out. And viruses aren't good. You get them on your computer, they can delete your files, they can steal your identity, they can steal your credit card. A lot of bad stuff happens. But it used to be all we had to do was rely on our antivirus. With these newer viruses, they're smarter. They're actually getting around our antivirus program. That's why when you get a brand new computer, man, it is so fast. But then once you start getting online, it starts to slow down, starts to clutter up, starts to, all these pop-up ads will appear everywhere. So you want to go get it repaired. Well, if you take it somewhere, it's going to cost you a lot of money, or you can use the Fix Me Stick. And like Guy mentioned, this is good for a lifetime, not a one-time thing. You can use it every day, every week, every month, and year after year. What will happen is that Fix Me Stick software program will go through and clean out the entire system. It truly makes your computer feel like it's brand new again, but it's also making it more secure because it's getting rid of those viruses that steal your identity. Now, the great thing about having something as simple as this is it's just a little USB stick. You get a little gold one that comes with it, and all you have to do is you pop this into your computer. Now, it's good for any computer that is up to 15 years old. So I'll repeat it again. Any computer you have, PC or Mac, up to 15 years old, you can do the deep clean. You can get rid of those viruses and those Trojans and speed up that system again. But we talked about not only just speed, we also talked about security for you. Because, Guy, the number one way that people are having their identity stolen is through software, illegal software that's on their system. You download a virus, you download a Trojan, and now somebody is capturing every single keystroke. So you think about, what have you typed in your computer? Did you do your taxes this year? Well, you probably put your social on your computer. You put your address, might put a phone number. Have you ever typed in a credit card number on your computer? Well, now these hackers have it, and this is how fast it takes. By the time you start typing in your number and then you finish, it takes only 4 seconds for that hacker who created that virus to get that information back onto their system, and then they can start charging that credit card. They can start stealing your identity. That's how fast it happens. And your antivirus, the reason why it doesn't catch them, your antivirus only scans the active files, which are about 10% of your hard drive. Fix Me Stick is the only product of its kind that scans 100% of the files. So think about that. If you hired a cleaning crew to come to your house, but they only cleaned one room, and the rest of the house is still messy, unlike Fix Me Stick, we're not just cleaning one room, we're cleaning every room. And we've all felt that frustration of the computer taking too long to boot up, or when you get on the internet, you're bombarded with all these advertisements, these pop-up ads. Those are viruses, those are rootkits, those are trackers, those are slowing down your system. What do? You don't have to call anybody. All you have to do is you pop in the Fix Me Stick, and you can use this, again, for a lifetime. So, Guy, if you are looking for that necessity for your computer, not just the new computers, but the computers that are a couple of years old, even up to 15 years old, if you want to feel safe and you want to get that speed back, all you do is you pop this little USB stick into your USB port. That is step 1. Step 2 is double-click Run Fix Me Stick. Step 3, you come back a couple hours later, and then, Guy, that computer is fresh and clean, just like it's brand new out of the box again.
I love how you do it, Joe, because Joe says he does his about once a week, and he plugs it in before he goes to bed, wakes up in the morning, his computer is back. And you know what's wonderful about being able to use it over and over, Joe, is that every single day more stuff comes in, and Fix Me Stick takes it out. Every single day that happens. So if you think you can bring your computer to some tech guy or tech kid at some some store and they're gonna clean it out, which they may do. Guess what? The day you get it home and start going around and surfing around again, it's all gonna come back, right? I mean, so, and you pay $100, $150 to have your computer sort of re-cleaned out or whatever if you're figuring
right.
a hard drive, or whatever you do, you spend a lot of money to do that. Our normal price is $80. Today it's $40. All right, so this is, Joe, you know I've been waiting forever for the Fix Me Stick to come back for the MacBook, because I have a Mac at home. My Mac is probably about 6 or 7 years old, so it regularly needs to be cleaned out. I haven't done it in a long time. I've got one for, I've actually got a Fix Me Stick for Danny's computer, but it was for a PC. I can't wait to get this to be able to use it on both. And remember, when you buy this, you get 3 separate licenses, so you can use it on 3 separate computers. So all you need, if you only have a few computers in the house, is one. 50% off today. And you know what's nice too, Joe, is that there's no software to install. You know, there's nothing to do with this. You simply plug it into your computer and follow instructions for step 2, which is to start it. And then you just let it go and do it. Joe always compares this to, like, you know, when you use antivirus, and antivirus, if you've got a PC, is great. You know, you want to protect yourself. But it basically just, it kind of hides things. It doesn't really remove them. Fix Me Stick, because it's a deep clean, because it takes a long time. Because if you have something that they say, well, it'll clean your computer in 10 minutes, it's not going to do that, right? It takes time.
Not at all.
It's a process, Joe, and you know that, which is why it's, and I don't mind that. If I'm sleeping, let the computer be clean. But Joe, with our extended warranty of 90 days, you have nothing to lose. I mean, if you have an older computer and you want to get, or even if you have a new one and you want to keep it clean, this is the way to go.
You're 100% correct. And the reason why it takes a little bit of extra time, like your antivirus might take 10 or 15 minutes. This really is going to take a couple of hours, because every file from your computer, every time you use this, you have to plug this into your system, because every file runs through the Fix Me Stick. It has something called a triple scanner that's built in. Now, why do we need 3 scanners? Well, if you're just relying on antivirus software, you're only using 1 scanner. So what happens is we're using for the first scanner, checks everything. Well, if it gets past that, then we check on the second scanner. Then if it gets past that, we check on the third scanner. We're doing triple scans on here to make sure every file, every virus, every Trojan, every malware is bad. And if they're bad, they put them on that little conveyor belt, and it gets kept on the stick. It never goes back into your computer. So that way we're getting rid of all the bad stuff. And like Guy mentioned, we do this at my house every week. I don't even do it. It's my daughter Reese, who's in middle school. She pops this in every Friday night. That's how exciting it is at our household. She pops it in. We go to bed. You wake up the next morning, let it do its thing overnight, and it's fast, it's fresh, it's clean, it's right out of the box. Truly is a simple 3-step process. There is also an instruction sheet that will come with it. One side's for PC, one side's for Mac if you want a little bit additional information. And there's also an exclusive phone number just for HSN customers. Because if you buy this elsewhere, you might see the infomercial. It's $59 for 1 computer for 1 year, and that's it, 1 device. Now it's $39 for a lifetime of service for 3 computers, and you get a dedicated phone number just for HSN customers. So if you hear about a virus on the news, or you read about it and wondering, well, is my computer protected? You can call that Fix Me Stick team guy, and they'll walk you through any question. But you absolutely need it, because every single day, even as we just spoke, about 1,000 viruses have been created. It only takes 5 minutes for a virus to get made.
Crazy.
And those are attacking your system. Every day, about 300,000 new viruses come out. They're not good things. They're designed to slow down your system, steal your identity, and this is the easiest way to get rid of all of it.
You know, it's 50% off today, Joe, which is a great deal. And remember, 3 separate computers. It doesn't matter if you've got, you know, a MacBook or if you've got a regular PC. It'll work on all of them, and you use it over and over, an unexpiring license or non-expiring license. So use it again and again. You need to try this. If you have an older computer or if you want to protect your new one, this is the way to do it. By the way, if you want to get $10 off on this, if you get a brand new HSN credit card today, we'll put $10 in your account when you're approved, and you can use it against the $39 there and get it for $29. Joe, we've got the Surface Go coming up, and that I am so excited about that computer. That thing is going to be awesome, and that is coming up. So, Joe, thank you. We'll rejoin you in just a few minutes, okay, buddy?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Joe. All right, everybody, we're going to switch gears here. We're going to talk about photographs, and we're going to talk about how you can do them yourself. You know, listen, I love my phone, and I listen, my brother will text me, send me pictures sometimes, but there's nothing like a real picture, right? Kind of throwback to when we used to have the Instamatic cameras and we had real pictures and we loved them. And I will tell you that this Canon selfie photo printer is awesome. It can travel anywhere. It'll print out instant 4x6, beautifully high detailed photographs in a matter of seconds. It is that quick. You can share it, you know, because some people just don't send the picture. You go to a special event or you're sharing with your friends and family. When we get out of the house again and we're moving around a little bit, these are so great to bring out with you. They are totally portable. Don't just send them real and give them real photos, hand them to them and share real tangible memories. This is the actual printer. I'm gonna step in front and I'm gonna show it to you. So this is it. When you look at it, you'll notice that it looks like your printer, right? The only difference is it just does photos. So, you know, you're not doing 8x10s and all that stuff. You're doing 4x6 photographs in here. You have a nice large color LCD screen, okay? And you have ways to edit all the pictures, plus we're giving you editing software to go with it. It comes in white, it comes in black. When you order, you get everything that you need. You get, not only are you gonna get 5 postcard size sheets of photo paper, we're also gonna throw in extra paper. You're gonna get a total of 113 sheets of photo paper to go along with this. And the inks. The inks always come with the paper. You never have to go out and buy the ink separately. It's feature price today at $129. It's $20 off, and it's free shipping and handling. I own one of these. We use it for photographs all the time. You know, I'd love to bring pictures over to my mom. My mom's in her 80s. I can't send her pictures. She's not gonna know how to find them on her phone at this point. She's like, where? I'd like to give her a picture. The last time I went to visit her, which was last week, she actually had an envelope full of photographs from the old days, and we love them. We were looking at them, we're like, oh my gosh, it's a tangible memory you can share. Julie Truster is standing by. Nobody better to talk about our Canon selfie that we absolutely love, and we absolutely love Julie too. Welcome to the show, Jules.
Thanks. Hi, Guy. Good morning.
You know how much I love this product?
I know. This is a great deal, too. So if you buy the Canon selfie anywhere else, you get 5 sheets of paper with your ink.
Yeah.
So what I did is I printed out, you're getting the 113 plus 5. So it's 118 sheets of paper with your ink included. So your ink cartridge is always bundled in. That is a ton. And HSN, that's exclusive. Also, I was really excited, Guy, to know that we had white. A lot of times we run out of the white, but we do have both colors.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
So it is a dedicated photo printer, and it prints out a 4x6 photo on the spot from your phone, from a tablet. You can print from your computer, and you can also print, you want to go right from your camera, from your SD card or your memory card. You pop it in, and it's got a screen right here, so you can do your editing on board. You can pop this in and print it out. Right now what I'm doing, I selected 4 or 5 photos from my phone. We've all been at home. It's a great time to organize your photos. I've been doing a lot of it. In fact, Guy, one thing what I did, we have so many on our computer. I pushed one button on my computer, the air cloud or whatever. Nobody knows what the cloud is. Now I have 68,000 photos on my phone. I'm like, I don't know what I did, but now I'm like, okay, it's a good time to start printing some of those out. Yeah. So you can instantly, it has built-in Wi-Fi. So you can either use your Wi-Fi or you can do a direct connect. When I'm at my house, I use the Wi-Fi. I just do our house Wi-Fi. When I'm at HSN, because they have so many different Wi-Fi channels, I just use a direct connect. So the nice thing about this, if you take it with you, if you want to take it to a party or a friend's house, girls' night out, all you have to do is plug it in. Everyone at your table or the party or the wedding shower or the baby shower or the graduation, whatever it is, can be printing to the Canon selfie. And not only does it print out a 4x6, but within the 4x6, you can print out different modes. You can do 2 of the same photo. This is like the old school photo. You can do 6 of the same photo. Right here's your 1 up, a single. It always prints out a 4x6. You can do your 2 up, your 6 up. You can print out black and white. It also has collage mode on it. It has, let me show you this too. This is really fun. It has photo booth mode. So you can print out a 4x6, cut it right down the middle, and then you can keep one and give one. A lot of fun, different sizes that you can do with this. The whole thing weighs less than 2 pounds. And the paper, Guy, I don't know if you mentioned this. What I'm going to do here, the paper's water resistant, fade proof, smear proof, smudge proof. So, okay, what I'm going to do, let me take a photo here. I'm going to take a photo. Let me get one that, okay, I'll just take one of my daughter right here. And what I'm going to do, gonna take my cup of coffee.
No,
okay.
Julie, don't.
I know. I'm gonna take my cup of coffee. Now my coffee will stain my marble, but it cannot mess up this photo. Okay, so they're smear proof, smudge proof, fade proof for 100 years. I'm trying to make sure I don't get it on the marble. Now watch this. The last step laminates it. Okay, so there's a protective coating on it. So here's my daughter. She's gonna go for a swim. And by the way, you can take these little sides off, so it's a standard 4x6.
Look at that.
Look at this. I just poured coffee on it.
Yeah.
Make sure my marble's not wet.
And Julie, you know the issue with the old Instamatic pictures is they faded and they yellowed because the process by which they added color back in the old days is completely different. Plus they didn't seal them, which is why we always put them in our photo albums and we covered them in plastic wrap, but it still doesn't work. They still will yellow over time. These will never do. These will last you 100 years. And I love the fact, Julie, that we're giving people real pictures. You know, I mentioned my mom. My mom gets real pictures. She understands that. A lot of people are not so techie that they understand, oh, you know, I'm gonna ship it to you, I'm gonna send it to you, I'll email it to you, I'll text it to you. These are real pictures, okay? Now, I know at the start of the show we had about 1,500. I think, Andre, we have what, maybe 11 or 1,200 or something like that remaining. Black will be the first to sell out. If you want to get black, okay, black will be the first to sell out. I'm happy that we had the white back. That's the one that I own, and I love it. The bonus is you're getting an extra 113 sheets of paper and the ink cartridges to go with that. They normally just give you 5. Our price is $20 off. It's free shipping and handling. You're spending a lot of time at home. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to print out pictures without always taxing your full-out printer? A lot of people don't even know how to print pictures on their full-out printer because they don't even know that there's a compartment in there. But then you got to reload it and deal with all that stuff, and then you're killing the ink on your printer every time you do that. This is all self-contained and perfect. $20 off today. By the way, if you want to buy extra photo paper, we do have that available. Andre, my producer, will pop that item number up for you. And if you want to get extra paper, we have that, because people really get hooked on this, Julie. When they get it, they're like, oh my gosh, I can print real pictures again, and I can do it so quickly. That's the last thing about it too that's really cool, Julie. It's so quick. You know, you're not waiting 12 minutes for a picture to come out.
Oh, it's instant. So it's immediate. You print it out instantly from your phone. I want to go over what you can print from, because there's really nothing else in the market like it. Okay. You can print from your phone. You can print from a tablet. You can print from your computer. And then also your memory card right here, it's got an LCD screen. So if you want to edit and see what's on here, this is a kiosk. Instead of going down to the drugstore, you pop in your SD card or your memory card right here, and your picture pops up here. You can edit on board, or you just scroll through. Sorry, I'm doing this upside down. Or you just scroll through, select a photo. You can select all. You can edit on board. You can make a collage on board, and you press print. I want to show you the size again. And by the way, it prints it out in about 30, 40 seconds. They come out completely dry, and then it uses that special paper. So it laminates that final step. Fade proof for 100 years. You can put it in a picture frame. You can put it on your refrigerator, and you don't have to worry about the sun coming in, fading it. You can scrapbook with it, and they're not gonna fade, which is crazy. You can have it in your kitchen, spill your coffee on it, and it doesn't matter. By the way, on this side, when you get it home, this is where your ink cartridge is. Your ink is always, always included with your paper. So you put your cartridge in, you load your paper in the front. It's 2 pounds. So if you take it with you, you can pop it in your purse, you can put it in the backpack, you can take it to a party. All you want to do is plug it into a regular outlet. And there's so many different things that you can print to. So from your phone, tablet, I just want to show you, it came out. Look at the colors. Amazing Canon quality. Now, let me tell you, Canon knows how to take a beautiful photograph, and they know how to print it out.
Yeah.
Amazing quality. And look at this. So that last step laminates it.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal,
yes.
Julie, too, because a lot of us have old photographs that are yellowed and they're kind of falling apart because they didn't seal them back in the day. This has a built-in way to laminate the picture in the last step. It's fun to watch because you'll watch the picture as they add color with each step, and then at the very end, it laminates it. So you've got a 100-year life of that picture, which is more than any of us will have to be around to see.
Right.
But it's nice to know that our kids and our family and our grandkids will still be able to see some of those pictures. I cherish the pictures I have from when we were kids with my mom and dad and all the trips that we went on and all the things that we did. I've just recently found some old ones from when my brother and I were in Martinique, and it was like, oh my gosh, we would never have those memories. Don't forget, We didn't have cell phones back then, gang. We didn't have any of that stuff. We barely had computers that were functioning like they do now. So all we had was pictures, but I love that you can do that again, but you can do it 1,000 times better. Julie, you saw her pour coffee on the picture. We've got one picture that's in water. It'll never fade. It'll never fall apart. They're even really, really hard to cut or tear. They're that well made because they've got that laminated finish, which is almost like a plexi finish around the outside. You can still move the picture around, but it's great. If you're ordering today, it's $20 off. I said we had about 1,400 or 1,500. We're down to 1,100 of these total. Black will be the first to sell out. When you order, all you do is pick a color. They come in black and they come in white. There's a little flipped out screen. So basically it sits like that. You flip up the screen and there you go. I mean, it's adorable because it just looks like a little printer. You're gonna get all the ink that you need for the 118 pictures because we're giving you the bonus 113 sheets. Always comes with the ink, so you never have to go to the, the whatever store, the store where you get all that stuff, the office store, and buy all that stuff. Everything comes included. And we're giving you great editing software. I love the Hallmark card software because you can turn any card into a greeting card, or you can edit it, you can play with color, you can do black and white, you can do all those things. We get, on crafting day, these sell out first before almost anything else as far as the different electronics that we have on crafting day. Not only is it a really affordable thing, but again, you're not taxing your regular printer if you've got one of doing photos. Because you know what, Julie, when you print out photographs on your regular printer, you kill the ink cartridges, right? They just disappear.
Yeah.
You never have to worry about that. And the last thing I'll say is, I love that you can take this with you. I mean, literally at a couple of pounds, you could put this in your handbag. You could take it, when we get out, you're gonna wanna be taking pictures and be with your friends. You can take pictures and hand them a picture. And there's nothing like that. I don't care, listen, I'm not a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid that's doing this all day. That's great too, but you all know out there, we love pictures. I wanna put a picture in a frame. I can't put my phone in a frame and then to try to figure out how to, anytime you move something from one step to another step, you start to lose the clarity and the imagery. This comes out and the pictures that you show, Julie, are unbelievable. I mean, the quality of the photographs and the fact that they're gonna last you for 100 years is ridiculous.
Yes, it uses a different process, so it's called dye sublimation, and that's why the quality is so amazing, and that's why they're also fade-proof for 100 years, water-resistant. I printed out the 113 so you can see my stack of photos right here. Instead of going down to the drugstore right now or even sending out for them, you have your own printer at home. And the other thing, if you take it with you to a party or an event or your friend's house, it has built-in Wi-Fi. So you can connect it right up to your Wi-Fi, download the free Canon app, and you can print from your smartphone, a tablet. You can make collages. Let me show you a couple of the different sizes you can do. It always prints out a 4x6, but the fun thing about it, within that 4x6, you can do, this is a newer feature right here where, sorry if there's a glare, you all. I'm trying with my lights
Julie,
and everything. I'm trying to get the glare off.
You're doing a great job.
I'm in my kitchen. So this right here, this is photo booth mode. You know how much you pay for a photo booth at a party? So you have your own photo booth mode. You can make collages. Maybe it's of a wedding shower. Last year when my son graduated from high school, I did his high school graduation card. I made a collage. You can select a black or white border. You do it in the app or you can do it on board. You can print out a standard 4x6. There's a glare, I think, right? There's a 4x6, your collages, white backgrounds. You can make the fun size of a 2x3. You can cut the paper. So many different things that you can do with the paper. But I think what people love the most, we're all on our phone. You can instantly, usually I'm on the set with Guy. I take a picture of Guy. I put him in, stupid sunglasses and something goofy, one of those little photo booth things. And then I print it out on the spot. That's all you have to do is you select a photo. Right here, I'm in the app. If you have an Apple phone, Apple or Android, by the way, it doesn't matter. You select print instantly. You don't have to hook up your phone or your tablet to here.
Wireless.
You just wireless.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Now you want to be able to plug it in, and that's it. But it's so much fun.
Julie,
and now we're at home. Yeah.
Show me that picture in the water. I want to see that picture in the water.
The picture in the water. Okay, here's my bowl. Look at the bright colors. Okay, here was the second one that I printed out. Here's my daughter that had the coffee on it. And my water is totally clear.
Yes.
Is that crazy? Water resistant, tear proof, smear proof, fade proof for 100 years.
Well, you know what?
And you're gonna love it.
Yeah, Julie, it's Canon. You know, I mean, the Canon makes the best cameras out there in the world, right? We all know about Canon. So when you think about their ability to create photographs, you know you can trust them. I know our clock went down, Julie, but we're going to go about another minute because we always get real busy at the end here. If you want black will be the first to sell out. If you want white, you can grab that too. Julie, give me about 30 seconds, sort of all encompassing why we want this thing.
Sure. Okay, it's a dedicated photo printer, and it prints out 4x6 photos on the spot from your phone, from your tablet. It doesn't matter what kind of a phone you have. You have a smartphone, you print. I just printed this out. The paper, it uses dye sublimation, so they come out totally dry, water resistant, smear proof, smudge proof, fade proof for 100 years. They're frameable. I want to show you again. You can take it with you. 2 pounds. We're at home, so it's a great time. Go through your phone. Take your favorite photos of your kids or your grandkids. It's simple too. Your ink, you never have to buy ink. Your cartridge always comes with the paper. And let me show you again. You're getting, what is it, 113 plus 5?
118.
118.
Look at that.
All these black and whites. You can print from Facebook, Instagram, and you can make collages.
I love it.
Crafters, you can have fun with it.
I love it,
Lots
Julie. You
of
know
fun.
we do. And again, you know, a reason a lot of people keep the pictures on their phone is because they last forever. These pictures last for 100 years. You know what? In my world and in Julie's, that's forever. 100 years is forever. It's forever for me. It'll be forever for you. You're going to love it. Julie, you're a doll. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Happy Sunday.
I know. Hope to see you soon, darling. Take care.
I know. I miss seeing you.
I know. I miss you too. All right. We'll see you again soon. Thanks. I'll just look at a picture of her because I got pictures of Julie, so that'll be great. Hey, we're coming back, and we've got the Surface Go, the most amazing tablet on the planet. First, take a look at the lovely Callie. She's got fashion in it.
Sundays are for shopping and style here at HSN. Join me, Callie Northagen, for all the latest in fashion, footwear, and accessories. Watch live on HSN or the HSN app.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Food has always been my passion, but the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
I found out this was in my show yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to present this. If you guys need a computer or if you need a great tablet, we have the best of all worlds because this is both. This could be, the first thing I wrote in my comments here is it could be the last computer that you ever need to buy because it is totally portable. It goes wherever you go. It weighs 2 pounds. Compare that to your 4, 5, or 6 pound computer. It weighs 2 pounds. I have 2 choices for you today, and then I have some color choices available. We have it available in the 64 gig or the 128 gig. It's called the Microsoft Surface Go 2. You've probably heard of it. Everybody that works here knows about it. We're all like, man, I'd love to get my hands on one of those beautiful computers when they come back. We're doing it with 12 months VIP. If you don't have an HSN credit card, because I know it's not a cheap tablet. This is top tier, okay? It may not be for everybody. This is for people that want the best, okay? This is the best of the best when it comes to tablets. You know, this and your iPads, right? That's the top tier. We're doing 12-month VIP. If you get the 64 gig for 12 months, it's about $55, $56 a month, okay? And if you go the 128, it's about $68 a month. So to me, for the extra 18 bucks or 12 bucks, whatever it is, you might want to go the more storage on board. But what does it do? It does everything. It does it all. And with 2 pounds, you can take it absolutely anywhere that you go. First of all, it's super sleek. It is super thin. It is extremely sharp. The quality of the imagery is unsurpassed. It is amazing. It is totally portable, as I said. 4 gigs of RAM built into this as well. You're going to get Office. Let me turn the glare off that on you a little bit. How about right there? Is that okay right there? You're going to get Microsoft Office 365 preloaded into this. You have Intel Pentium Gold. It's all Intel inside, okay? And you know Intel is the best, right? You have a 10.5 with inch, what they call pixel sense screen. The imagery is unbelievable on it, okay? It's all high definition. It's also touchscreen, right? So I can move it around, I can do whatever I want. It's a touchscreen. And I'm gonna lift it a little bit, so excuse the glare here, but it also comes with the coolest keyboard that I think is out there available on the marketplace. It has this velvet sort of a feel to it, a real tactile, a great feel for it that everybody absolutely loves. It is beautiful top to bottom. Dolby audio built in, 2-in-1 versatility, because remember I can remove it and use it just as a tablet if I want. You're gonna get the mobile mouse that goes along with it. This mobile mouse is $35. We're including the mobile mouse. Take it anywhere, totally wireless. You're gonna get that to go along with it. In addition to that, the keyboard itself is over $120. Okay, it's a $130 keyboard, and Office is $70. That's $235 of extras that are gonna be included. Let me go through the color keyboards that we have available, that we have left, okay? So, the front, which is really cool, is a slate blue. The middle is a brick red. It's called red, but this is the one I want. I want the brick red. And then finally we have the platinum, which is just a deep silver in the back, okay? This is just to show you it without the keyboard, because you can use it without the keyboard as well. It has a little kickstand on the back, so it's ideal for when we're traveling, when you are getting on airplanes or buses or whatever. You're gonna love it for that as well. But honestly, virus-free, finally, I will say that, because it's Windows 10 and S mode. You never have to worry about antivirus with this. To me, that is huge. The reason I bought my MacBook computer 6 years ago was because I never had to deal with antivirus. That was the big thing for me. I was willing to spend money on that. Be willing to spend money on that as well, because you don't have to deal with that separately. You're not gonna have your computer slowing down as much. You're not gonna deal with all that other crud that you deal with all the other spyware and malware and Trojans, all that stuff. You never have to deal with that. Joe Harrison is back. There are more features that I just didn't get to, but poor Joe's standing by and he's like, hey, am I part of this presentation or what? Here's
exactly.
Joe. Well, Joe, you gotta admit, this is, and you know, you haven't been here in a while because of all our distancing, but you know that this is what the hosts want. Like all the hosts are like, oh my gosh, that tablet is, it's a rock star. It really is cool.
It really is. When we're a Surface family. I have one. My daughter has a Surface. When I first bought my Surface just a few years ago, it was $1,500, and this one is half the price and more powerful than that. It's incredible. And the reason why this was something for me, and you've seen me here at HSN for over a decade selling computers, I personally own a Surface. This is what I chose for me, chose for my daughter, because when you're looking for a better experience, Microsoft, the hands down, does it better than anybody else. And the reason why, Microsoft makes the software, Windows 10. When you buy another brand computer, they're kind of guessing what they have to do to be able to make that software shine. Well, since Microsoft made the software, they know what hardware they need to give you the best Windows 10 experience. That's when they came out with the Surface. So you will be blown away the first time you pick it up. See how thin it is, see how responsive it is. Yeah. It's got that beautiful touch screen on there. And like Guy mentioned, this is a brand new Pixel Sense screen. I'm gonna go full screen on mine just for a second. I can't talk enough about how sharp that resolution is on that screen, because not only is it better than DVD quality, it's better than 720p, it's better than 1080. This is the best resolution we've ever had on a Surface screen before. And by the way, this brand new Surface 2 Go just launched a couple days ago, sold out in so many places, on wait lists in a lot of places as well. You're getting the first chance to get it. But when you go elsewhere to buy the Surface, this is all you get. You just get the Surface. You're thinking, well, I want to type. Sure, you can get a keyboard. That is going to be another $130. By the way, there's special magnets that are on the top. So you just match this up, and then it links together, and it's ready to be used as a full functioning computer. And by the way, this guy keeps talking about the soft touch feel. Guy, did you know that this is the same material they make Lamborghini car seats out of? It is incredible, the detail. And it also has Guy's favorite feature. It's tough to see on mine. Maybe you might be able to see it on Guy's. There's a button that's above the one that turns the backlit keyboard on and off. So this is even, see how thin it is? That is still even a backlit keyboard. When you fold it up, your computer is less than the thickness of a pencil. It is that thin, weighing less than 2 pounds. Now, you do see a couple of ports on the side. There's a headphone jack, a USB port. That's where you charge it down below. Has its own little built-in kickstand, too, so you get the perfect positioning for it. Even underneath on the backside, there's an expansion slot if you want to add more memory to it. And the entire unit itself, like this, We talked about that keyboard, Lamborghini car seat material. The aluminum, the metals that are used around here are actually the same materials they make high-speed racing cars out of too. It is incredible. We're also going to give you a Bluetooth mouse that comes with it. It's Bluetooth, so you don't have to worry about being within proximity. Very responsive there. And then another major reason why we bought the Surface for me and for my daughter, it comes with Microsoft Office. And this isn't just a trial version. This is every single program Microsoft has created. It's Word, it's Excel, it's Outlook, it's OneNote, it's Publisher, it's Access. And if you notice on the bottom of that graphic to my side there, it says access to one computer, which is your device right here today, brand new Surface. And then it says access to another device, and then another device. 3 devices can be used. So how is this possible? Well, Microsoft realized we want to create a system that all the software can go with you. So right now, if I'm using my Surface and I'm typing up a document, but say maybe I'm on the road, you're like, oh, I want to pull up that document. I can pull up Office on my phone, see the document I typed on my Microsoft Surface, or if I log into another computer, a desktop at work, I can see those documents that are created on my Microsoft Surface. So it actually allows up to 3 different devices have access to Microsoft Office. But when you notice that, I was just flipping through photos, going from one to the next. The cool thing about having this is that on the inside, I have an Intel Pentium processor, Intel Pentium Gold, one of the newest generations that just came out from Intel. So why is this such a big deal compared to the other ones? Well, previous generations, Intel used to say, let's just make the processor faster. They try to figure out a way to do that. Now they're actually making it smarter, because what we're doing with our computers is changing. We're now getting online and streaming Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus. We're editing videos and editing photos, and we want to be able to make our own websites and all these new things that we probably never thought about doing 5 years ago. So they created a better processor for that. Because what would happen if they just increased the speed, you'd have a super short battery life. Because this is a smarter processor from Intel, this doesn't have a 2, not a 4, not a 6, not an 8, but a 10-hour battery life. Yes, this is a full functioning computer that now has a 10-hour battery life. It is everything you wanted, Guy, even more. And when you fold it up, that's all there is to it. 2 pounds, pencil thin, truly designed to be on the go.
Joe, did you say it had a backlit keyboard?
It has a backlit keyboard too.
I
feel like
that's so funny. I just realized that. I saw it yesterday, but I didn't have the computer on, and I looked to the side, and I'm like, there's lights under the. Can you imagine a portable keyboard that's backlit? I mean, that is a big. That's why I'm like, oh, because now that put it over the edge for me to have to purchase it myself, because I'm ready for one. My MacBook is about 6 or 7 years old, and to be honest, this size I love. I love the 10-inch because it makes it so perfectly portable. That and the fact that you got a 10-hour battery life. What computer on the market that's just a regular PC, even the Macs, has a 10-hour battery? Doesn't happen, right? This is the way to do it, because even if you go into iPads and things like that, when you include keyboard, you're not talking about that huge battery life, and you're getting it here. I have good news is that we do have enough for everybody now. Bad news is if you want to get what's the combination with the red keyboard, Andre? I only have 23 of the red remaining.
Ooh,
that's how
I love that one.
I know, that's the one in the 64 gig. I only have 24 available. So if you want that, it's only $669. Again, you can use FlexPay. If you don't know what, or VIP FlexPay, if you don't know what that is, if you get an HSN credit card today, first of all, you get 10 bucks off if you never use your card before. But also it allows you to take the payments and stretch them over a year's period. Because the normal FlexPay is what is the normal FlexPay, like 3 Flex on this? So you can stretch it out over a year, meaning that you will only pay about the price of a tank of gas, about 56 bucks for the 64 gig. It's 68. It's only $12 more a month to get double the storage. So that might be a consideration. It really depends on where you're at and what you're going to use it for. A lot of people will buy this because they just want the slickest, coolest computer of all time to travel with and to use at home, because you'll do both. A lot of people will be using this for work or for home organization. So they love having Office, which has all your budgeting and all your, all the different programs that are part of Office. You have that built in. But it's totally up to you. But if you want that red, you got to get on it pretty quickly. So here's the bottom line on this. And I said this earlier, Joe. I said, hey, listen, this computer may not be for everybody. If you want the best, then this one is for you. If you want top of the line, if you just want a little computer that just does the basics, we have those available too, because we realize people are at every different price point across the board. But if you're looking for top tier, you know, like iPads and whatever, this is where it goes. And I love the fact, Joe, that I don't ever have to worry about virus protection, because I think you might have heard me in the beginning. One of the biggest reasons, two biggest reasons, believe it or not, and I know they seem relatively shallow, but the two biggest reasons that I got a Mac in the beginning was because at the time, Mac was the only non-virus computer out there. And I was just, I remember bringing my computer to the Fix Me guys, whatever. Not the Fix Me guys, I shouldn't call them, because Fix Me Stick was not around back then. I wish I had a Fix Me, but I brought it to the geek guys, right? So $150, they did a good job, they cleaned out the computer, but it was because you go on one site, you don't know where, nowadays you don't even know what sites to trust, and then you're gonna be down. With this one, you don't have to worry about viruses, so that was the one reason I bought it. And the other reason, backlit keyboard, because I do a lot of work in the evening at my couch, and I don't want to have to turn all the lights on, you know, if other people are watching a movie or if Danny's there and he's doing something. So I love that the keys light up a little bit so that I can see the keys even in a dimly lit area. So and this has both of those, but it's got so much more, because I didn't get Office. Right, I didn't get that with my computer. I didn't get that. I didn't get a 10-hour battery life. You get all that with this. Yep.
Well, that's the great thing about it. It truly is one of the most versatile computers we've ever had. You know, I keep going back to my daughter. As a parent, you know, you think about, what am I buying for myself? But then you think about, what are you giving your kids? And this is what we chose for her, because she's in middle school and she's doing a lot of things. Like, our house has now become school. And our house has now become where I work, just because of what's going on. And you want to have a system that's good enough for that. Like right now, she's doing a lot, my daughter's doing a lot of Microsoft Teams and a lot of streaming on here. Our kids are doing some pretty intense things. She's just in middle school. But having a device like this, with that 10-hour battery, makes it a big deal. It's one of the major reasons why we bought it, because when you end up plugging this into the wall, and you have to keep it plugged in because you only get a 2-hour battery, you just lost the idea of this thing being mobile, because you're constantly plugged into a wall. Think about 10 hours. If you wake up at 8 a.m. the first time you turn your computer on, you could actually be using it nonstop until 4 p.m. that entire day, and the battery's still going to be going strong. That's one of the major reasons why we love this thing, because it does have that super long battery life. It also has the best of both worlds. It's a computer when you want it, with included Microsoft keyboard, or you separate it, and now it's a tablet. And when you think about a tablet, you think about, okay, these are different operating systems. I've never used these operating systems. These are unfamiliar buttons. Notice the start menus here. You're getting a Windows computer, a Windows tablet. And when you end up using it, let me get out of this just for a second. When you end up bringing up the start menu, this is so familiar. If you've ever used a computer before, you're going to be able to recognize all the different icons. Like if you need to use Microsoft Office, if you need to, where's my email, where's Netflix, all that stuff is so familiar, because we've used a computer before. So there's no learning curve. But because this is Windows 10 in S mode, like Guy mentioned, you know, if you go buy an Apple product, they have the App Store. If you buy a Google product, they have the Play Store. That's where you download all your apps. Well, if you buy Microsoft product, it has the Windows Store, the Microsoft Store. It has 700,000 apps and games and movies and books and magazines. So where am I going with this one? Well, because this is Windows 10 in S mode, Microsoft has checked every one of these apps. The only way you can download an app is through the App Store. And the problem you run into is that a lot of times you download a virus with it. Well, Microsoft has checked every one of these 700,000 apps and games and movies and books. So you don't have to worry about downloading viruses. You don't have to worry about downloading Trojans and trackers and all this stuff that will slow down your system over time or even steal your identity. That is now a thing of the past, because Microsoft has set up a secure network for you to do this. And by the way, only about 10% of computers are sold with Windows 10 in S mode. This is one of them, because they realize it's such an important thing to do. Yeah. The other thing about having that is that normally when you get a Windows tablet, by the way, because you're Windows 10 in S mode, you can use this as a tablet and also as a full function computer, but it really brings the security that you want. And you think about, if you're giving this to your kids, they're getting on websites. Sometimes they're pop-up ads. You click on things, you download them. That you don't have to worry about at all. And it does always stay up to date in the background. Truly safety, truly security, and it's also about giving you that speed. Love, love, love having Windows 10 and S Phone.
Yeah, especially now as we said, we're spending a lot of time at home. We, obviously you've heard that 1,000 billion times, and it's the truth. It is what it is. But a lot of people are now cherishing their computers. They're like, because your computer, is your portal to the world right now, right? It's how you're ordering your pizzas. It's how you're buying your groceries. It's how you're, traveling in your mind. It's all those things. So it makes sense to spend a little money on the device. In the other days, it would be like your car, right? Well, this is the car you're driving right now, right? It's your virtual car. It's taking you everywhere. Don't buy a cheap car. Unless you're not going anywhere. Which, like I said in the beginning, this may not be for everybody. If you're not going that many places, if you got limited, maybe you're like, I don't want to spend over $500 on a computer. Don't do it. We've got other ones you can purchase. What I'm saying is, this one's up here. So for those of you that strive for the best, and those of you that want a really 100% awesome experience, this is the way to go. This, and we have iPads too. They're both wonderful experiences. But for me, getting Office, getting the backlit keys, getting a keyboard. You buy some tablets, you don't even get a keyboard. But being able to take the tablet away, in fact, if you remove the keyboard, you're at 1.2 pounds. You can stick that in a backpack, stick that in a briefcase. You can stick that anywhere in your handbag. This one's only 10 inches. You can take it anywhere. But 10 inches is still big enough that when you're watching a movie, you'll still get that movie experience. So the reason, like I said, we're all looking at it here, and a lot of people own it here. A lot of the hosts own it already. I'm right here ready to pull the trigger on it because my Mac is 6 years old, and I don't want to spend another $1,300 on a Mac. I know it's top tier as far as computers are, but that's a lot of money right now. And I have to pay it all at once. The nice thing about here, and I'm gonna yell at the people right now that don't have an HSN card. No, I won't yell at you. I'm just gonna give you I'm gonna give you a little grief. Why don't you have an HSN credit card? If you're watching this show, you should have an HSN credit card because there's no fees or anything. You just get great deals. First of all, we're gonna give you $10 right out of the gate. Here's a $10 bill just for joining. Put that in your account, which means this will be even cheaper. But the best part is that you get a lot of VIP treatment that's VIP only, special financing. Sometimes when we do a free shipping if you spend a certain amount of money. I think we're doing one now, right, Andre? Is it $75? Yeah. Yeah, $75, you get free shipping and handling on fashion and accessories. But in this case, it takes the 3-month payment and it turns it into 12 months. So if you want that red one, the 64 gig red one, 18 left, $56 a month for 12 months. There's no interest, there's no finance fee, there's none of that stuff. Just pay it off on time, pay it off in 12 months, all right? And that's all you have to do, then you're done. Then you can get as many things as you want. Based on your credit, you can get as much as you want. And you pay monthly payments, right? I wouldn't expect you to go buy a car and pay for it all at once. I sure as heck wouldn't expect you to buy a house and be like, sorry, you gotta pay it all at once. It's crazy. So, because things with value are more expensive, and it just makes life a little bit easier if you don't have to shell out all that dough. We'll finance it for you, but as opposed to your home or your car, where they also tack in finance charge, so you wind up paying about 30% more, in many cases even up to 50% more than what the purchase price was. That's not gonna happen. We pay it off in a year. Every once in a while, we'll do 18 months, but we also feel it's better for our customers to pay it off in a year. You don't want to be taking, riding this thing out forever. It's a really good deal. So I will keep updating you on the 64 gig with the red keyboard because we had 18 available. Andre will let me know when we get down to the wire. But if you want to order it, I love all the colors because I love that kind of matte, cool finish. Joe said this is the same material as the type of material that they put on the inside of what? Lamborghinis? Is that what you said?
Lamborghini car seats, guys.
Joe, I'll never drive a Lamborghini, but I can certainly feel what it feels like when I buy that. It really is. It's amazing. It's a real tactile soft. It feels kind of peachy, you know what I mean? It's like a velvet feel. And Joe, talk to me about that mouse. I've never seen the mobile mouse before, but this thing is kicked up, right?
Well, a lot of us have asked, can I hook a mouse to this? And this is actually a Bluetooth mouse. A lot of times when you have a mouse, you have a USB, plug it in the cable, you gotta, right. And this it's Bluetooth, so it connects right here, so I can use this Bluetooth mount right with it. Batteries are already included. It'll instantly sync up with your Surface, so we're going to give you that. We're also going to give you that keyboard, $130 for that, and we also give you Microsoft Office, another $70 value. But there's still even more things. We talk about this premium experience. Why does the keyboard have that soft touch feel? It's all premium materials. Even the screen itself, this is made out of Corning Gorilla Glass. This is the 3rd generation of Corning Gorilla Glass. So if you're giving this to your kids, you're throwing this in a backpack. Have you ever got a scratch on your cell phone? You're like, oh no, I ruined that cell phone. You can't. There's no damage that can be done to this because it's that Corning Gorilla Glass. It's extremely durable. Oops, I started the movie there. Let me get out of the movie for a second. Now, when you are watching movies, I want to bring this up too. You can't see it because it's impossible. But right here on the edge, it's etched glass on one side, etched glass on the other side. That's Dolby stereo sound. So now not only watching on one of the best screens we've had, now we've got Dolby stereo sound that's included with it too. An incredible experience, especially when you think about this has a 10-hour battery life. Now, eventually we're going to get out and be on the go again. I love this because it has Microsoft has a special deal with Netflix. You can download Netflix movies at your house. Then when you're on the go, you can watch your Netflix movies right here. So the great thing is I would download a movie, go sit in car line for 45 minutes, and I'm watching my movie on my Surface with that incredible experience. So right now I'm using it as truly entertainment. But what if I need to do a little bit of work? I'm going to bring up my windows that I have right there. I've got Microsoft Office. So do you need to get some Word done? No problem. I've got Microsoft Excel. I can do that on this system too. If I want to be able to surf online, I can bring up the internet and I can do all that stuff with pinch and zoom that I'm used to doing on those tablets that I've seen from other devices. But this is beyond just a tablet. This truly is a full function computer because when you think about Microsoft Office, you're getting Word, Excel, Outlook, OneNote, the entire gamut of programs. And then as you're seeing this, thinking, well, where do I have the keyboard? Keyboard comes with it. This is how simple it is to be able to turn this from a tablet to a computer. All I do is attach the magnets. That's it. And now it's ready to be used as a full function computer. I don't have to push any buttons. I don't have to sync anything. And by the way, even the magnets are so strong, you can hang this thing upside down. Everything on here is that premium experience. And then I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to go to my video game that I've got because I've got a video game that I had running too. If you're a gamer, if your kids are gamers, if you want to have just a better overall experience, gaming is one of the most difficult things a computer will do. But this has an Intel ultra high definition video card built into it. Everything that pops up on the screen is controlled by the video card. Doesn't matter if it's a photo, a website, or something as intense as a video game. On my game right now, no hourglass, no hesitation, no delay, smooth, crystal clear gameplay that you're having. And that's because when you think about how we started this, it's Intel on the inside, that Intel Pentium Gold. It's that advanced processor with now an upgraded video card. It's a screen that's better than any screen that we've ever had. Brand new 1280 lines of resolution on here. Most computers are half that. So that means sharper detail, but also less eye fatigue, less eye strain because it's easier to see. It also has, now you have two different options. You have 4 gigabytes worth of RAM and a 64 gig hard drive. Or you can double it to 8 gigabytes worth of RAM and a 128 gig hard drive. Now I know you can't hear mine and you can't hear Guy's. Whisper quiet technology because, Guy, when you fold this up, you're thinking, where's the hard drive? That solid state hard drive on the inside. Yeah. It's about the size of a memory card. It's whisper quiet, which means it turns on faster. It means you have it's more energy efficient. Because when you think about turning on your computer, don't you hear like the fan noise? Don't you hear that motor sound? It's winding up about 7,000 times, 7,000 spins a minute before it can access the files. But because now there's no moving parts, it's more energy efficient. That's how we go from a 2-hour to a 10-hour battery life. That's how files and the internet and boot up times becomes a lot less shorter, but a lot less time because it's got solid state hard drive. So Guy, from the hard drive to the screen, it's all premium.
All those things you talked about is what makes it up here, Joe. That's what we were talking about. That's why I said if you want to experience all that great performance, It comes at a little bit of a price, but you can spread out the payments, $56 or $68 if you get an HSN credit card for 12 months. Joe, great job. Appreciate you, buddy. I'll be talking to you very, very soon and hopefully seeing you even sooner. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. I'm off tomorrow, but I'll see you a little bit later in the week. We've got our Tuesday Gardening with Guys show in the morning. See you then.
Why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others.
For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800